All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Mzwaki Bao TV kawaida na tuwasipia wandige. And of course, it's another beautiful day. We are going to have an amazing conversation with Mr. Ndizeye Rubasha. And today, I want us to know more about him, what he does, and why he is in, Australia today. Yeah. So, sir, thank you so much. Maybe you can tell us once again, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Enjoy, keep working.
Mhm.
Yes, but always life they have to be challenged. Sometimes if the challenge is not from you, it had to come from family,
Mhm.
had to come from friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so life always that is how society is built. You see, everything's happen is serving somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. So the movement circulate. Our mind always circulate with the issue. I have my friends now who has issue with her daughter.
Yeah.
You see, and because also I knew I had issue with my son,
Mhm.
so I can relate it with something like that. So always life had to come some things, but
Yeah.
otherwise generally it is good.
That's nice. Maybe for someone who is coming here for the first time, I want you to take us through your life. Maybe we'll start with the introduction. Who are you?
Yes, so that's the question always I learn uh, recently as 2020 in COVID time. So to know who we are, and always somebody asks you, who are you? And how do you answer that?
Yeah.
So, but most of the time we will answer that according with the service you do.
Mhm.
See, if you are a nurse and somebody asks you who you are,
Yeah.
you say I'm nurse. So if you're a professor, you see, yeah. So now who I am now, I am Ndizeye Rubasha. I was born, raised in Rwanda. I come with a family. We call it Christian family. My father was entrepreneur in Rwanda. We have nearly 13 children.
Wow.
I bring up in Rwanda. I can't complain. And then in Rwanda, I left. I live in Kenya.
Yeah.
I live in Kenya. My family was born in Kenya. So that's why always my connection in Kenya is there.
Yeah.
So I live in Kenya for 6 years. And then I moved to Australia. Now I'm based in Australia. But
Now.
that's what we're saying. What is who I am?
Yeah.
And I told you also I changed the name.
Yeah.
So now when I was in Rwanda I was Alois Rubasha.
Okay.
But now I'm Ndizeye Rubasha.
You mentioned earlier you were, into Catholic and things like that. How was you growing up in Rwanda?
Yeah, so as growing up in Rwanda, I grew up in privileged family. My father was entrepreneur. My father, his name was Rubasha,
Okay.
head managerial. So he was known as entrepreneur. So I had that privilege, huge privilege, to be born in that family. So because you can see in Africa, when you come with wealth family, your life is much better. I never had an issue since I kid, schools, everything.
Yeah.
I could complain. I have even when I was working in my father business, I never struggled to go to look other places to work.
Yeah.
So everything's for me, it was in the plate. Everything until I was 25. So I didn't have anything. When I was still living with my parents, and my father was building my house after high school. So everything's were good
Yeah.
until the war.
So you came to Kenya because of war, or what happened? Why did you come to Kenya?
Yeah. So now, when we grow up, there was a war in Rwanda, and now the war become a genocide against the Tutsi. So the genocide caused really damaged the people of mind of Rwanda.
Yeah.
So my father was a Hutu, and my mother, she was a Tutsi. So I have a mixed family,
Yeah.
and which is majority of children. Some they were in that mixed family,
Okay.
but now because of the war, that's how our life changed. See, the war, when we say some things, we look everything we see in the Bible. When you hear about Sodom and Gomorrah,
Yes.
people they can think those their city have been living there like that time. No. So like now, that period in Rwanda is what you found in the Bible. It was a period of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Okay.
That 6 months where the country was no law order, so the country was becoming Sodom and Gomorrah. So whatever we see in the Bible is what we face it now in daily life. So now, from that now, after the war is where I just I left Rwanda, I ran through Congo, and then I started life in Nairobi. So when I was on the border of Congo, is where I realized I am on my own.
Okay.
Everything I was depending on my parents, and I found myself in a foreign country. Don't know anyone.
Yeah.
You are by your own. And that is why the first time your mind wake up.
Yeah.
You've been always depending on your parents now.
Yeah.
And everything they told you, you say no. And then you found yourself another place. How do you survive? Now I realize your mind had to make sure, tell you how to survive.
Oh. Now, which year was that?
So that was 1994.
1994. So how long
Yeah.
did you stay in the border of DRC Congo?
So in the border, so there was a chaos.
Okay.
There was a chaos people don't say. There were a million of people who were on border of Congo, that farmer Zaire from Rwanda.
Yeah.
More than million of people want to cross. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Now it was hard to make a decision. Do we need to let these people in,
Yeah.
or what we can do? But that is the mistake the Congolese made.
Okay.
They let 1 million people to enter in another city.
Okay.
It was a chaos.
Yeah.
And then they make a decision to let them come in. So the issue we can see now, DRC is facing now with Rwanda. So that was the cause now. Now that's how our mind takes us back. See, we never think we are going to talk about this, but it comes now.
Yeah.
So now 1 million people went to one city in Goma. People wake up and they are home. And when you wake up, you find people on the street everywhere. You find people on your compound with cows, with dogs, with everything, with children, with everyone. No one knew where he was going.
Yeah.
And then in another city. So the time it became a chaos.
Yeah.
when you look the history, the television, you go to see people die because of cholera. The disease comes.
Yeah.
It was the chaos you could ever have seen. And then they take the camp, they do a lot of things there. And I was there the whole week in that chaos. Luckily, because I told you I come from good family, Watts family,
Yeah.
I had a pickup from my father.
Okay.
So that's what I was driving. So I drive from my country to Congo with vehicles. And vehicles everywhere you travel, a special pickup,
Yeah.
is a sign of wealth. That is how I survive. Other people walk kilometers by walking.
Yeah.
So I had a car. So I have a mode of transport.
Yeah.
And a pickup, it's a business. So I could make money, I could transport people, I could transport beer.
Yeah.
So that is what saved that pickup I had for my father.
Wow. Wow.
That could be able to survive in that chaos. Otherwise, I was not going to survive. Or no one knows why.
Yeah.
Because many people went with sickness, with cholera, with everything. I passed through it with that pickup.
Yeah.
I have something to eat. You can sleep in your pickup.
Yeah.
It was things saved me. Now, that chaos now, anyone can take your car. So now what happened? Congolese also take advantage to vulnerable people to take them their things, because there is no way to go to police. There's no way you go to. So there was no law and order. They could have taken your car. Many Congolese take advantage, stealing from Rwandese. So it was a chaos. Somebody want to take my car. We have to fight with them, and I stay with my car with my friend. Now, the reason now I came now to Kenya, so it's how mind work.
Yeah.
Because I have my friends, because I've been coming to Kenya before.
Okay.
I was in Kenya 92, 93. So my father also were doing business in Kenya. So, and my friends, we went to school together. They were living in Nairobi. So I had connection. So now I decided to come to Nairobi, late in that 1 week to see that chaos. But you could find a flight to come. Flight was hard to get a flight from Congo to Nairobi. It was a chaos. So now somehow I was thinking somebody came, I purchased my pickup, I sell the pickup, I buy his car, and then I decide to drive from Goma to Nairobi. It's a journey. I have to take the story to take that journey. So my journey started in Goma by that car, drive through Goma over Goma, Bukavu City, Uvira, Kigoma, Tanzania. We crossed the Kigoma to Tanzania. Tanzania, we reached there, Tanzania, and then we drive from Tanzania to Nairobi. That journey is the story. It takes long time.
Yeah.
But it took me to Kenya.
What can you say about that 1 week in Congo?
It was a chaos.
Okay.
Yes, it was a chaos. There was nothing was happening. It's UN. People, they were dying every single day because of cholera, because of the crime was huge. So they led us a country to another country.
Yeah.
And people, Rwandese, were there connecting with another country using our currency. Transacting between another city with our own money. It doesn't happen like that.
Yeah.
The law and order in Congo, it was so hard. But it took like maybe long time people before now take the Rwandese to the camp, and other people just run away if you can't have a house.
Yeah.
By the time I left, it was just chaos. It was just people dying. And UN was there. It was everything there in the news. When you go back, you look, how did I survive there? No one knows how.
Now, how about your parents? Did they move to Congo or they stayed in Rwanda?
Yeah, so both my parents stayed in Rwanda. So I didn't know about their news until you remember that time there was no phone, there was nothing to communicate with. So the whole journey took me like maybe like 2 months before I reached to Kenya.
Oh,
So now we didn't know anything about our parents. But when now I reached Nairobi is where we know my father had been passed away, but my mom she was still survive. And then that's how news. And then I spoken to mom. So now when we reach Nairobi is how life now came back to reality now.
So now, within these 2 months from Congo to Nairobi, in between, your father passed away.
Yes, but as we didn't know. So we didn't know anything news now in Rwanda. When you're in that time, you can't know anything else. You are on the survival mode. Yes, and also I was lucky because I had a car. I was driving people. I was having also cash to be able to survive. And I was meeting different people because so the whole journey you are meeting other people. You don't know where we were supposed to meet them. So the whole journey you meet other people to help you without knowing. So now we left Congo, and I can tell you quicker on this one because always keep in my mind. I have to go out with my brother and with my one friend. Now we reach Kigoma, Tanzania was okay. So when we reached Tanzania, we say, wow, life was better, law and order. So we went, we were in a place called Dar es Salaam. And we didn't know what to do. And somehow we meet one of my brother's friends who was studying in Dar es Salaam. And we didn't know he was there. And he was staying in that hotel. And we sit there, we told him the story. He helped us, something we could never think about. We never know it's going to be there. He said, stay here. The food here. And some things you never think about. No one even thinking we're going to meet him there. Yeah, that's how the journey was now from there. And then I go. But Congo, it was chaos.
So now, throughout this journey, you had your wife, your kids.
No. That time I was young. There's nothing in the family.
Okay.
So you remember I created the family when I came now. So all that, the journey now, it was the journey of survival mode now. So now, when we reach Nairobi now, where now life now started now.
Wow. How did you settle in Nairobi?
Yeah, because also I told you I had my friends. So I have my friends, I have networking with friends, and also because we are doing business in Kenya, so we have some product in Port of Mombasa. So I had connection in Kenya. So now when we reached Kenya now, we settled with my friends, and then that's where also I meet my wife in that time when I was in Kenya. So now when we arrived in Kenya, we established ourselves because we have networking. Now that's how we live. And because now the connection with my mother in Rwanda, so now we start to communicate with family. I start doing small business here and there. So we survive. But Kenya again, the peace was there. But as Rwandese individual, always when you are a foreigner, there was consistent harassment by the police, and there was always there's always you go through the challenge. There is a comment. There is one thing we did because we want to do our business. My friend was still there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we meet this guy, say, guys, look, we told him, okay, we are doing business. We want a place where we can sit, we rent.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, he was good, smart, he'd take us. He had office. Sure has his office. He was in Haringam.
Yeah.
And then we look, and then say, look, you don't have money. No one is going to give you office.
Mm-hmm.
But me, you pay me my rent.
Yeah.
And then I pay rent, you work together. So by now, we didn't know that time,
Mm-hmm.
he had issue. He was years in paying rent.
Mm-hmm.
So now we talk to him. I think we give him like $200-300.
Okay.
Now on Monday, see, we thought we have the office.
Yeah.
In Monday, he was not paying rent. So then they come, those people who took the things there. So they took the things there, and then we lost money. So that's how the challenge of life was there. Yeah, it was a lot of things we went through in Kenya, but at least peace was there.
Yeah.
You can do things there, but all those things happening times to time.
Wow. So when you went to the office on Monday, there was no office. All your belongings were gone.
Even we're lucky we were there.
Okay.
So they came when they are there. They say, everybody come, mtoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so ati walikuja na hiyo kitu sijui hakuwa amelipa rent.
Yeah.
So landlord akakuja.
Yeah.
So tukatoka. Hiyo pesa yetu tu ndio tulipoteza. Tukaenda tu.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was good. But now, that is where now Nairobi I started my life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so how did you move from Nairobi, to Australia? What happened in between?
Yeah,
now
so
you decided now you have to relocate again to Australia.
So I met my wife in Kenya.
Okay.
So I was traveling to do business in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife, she was working as an air hostess with Kenya Ways. So it's where we connected.
Yeah.
So we connected. So we get married in Kenya. And then she was working. So we were working. So I was doing matatu business in Nairobi. Tried to do always business. See, in Kenya, to get a job when you're a foreigner, it is not possible.
Yeah.
You have to come from UN or something there. To go to get employed in the office in Kenya is not easy. That will say those other things I should do to do business. And Kenya is good. You open that. You open that to the foreign. If you can bring entrepreneur, so they give you opportunity to do it. And because she was there, she supported me and the family. But when you're a foreigner in Kenya that time, more times it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy, but I really have a support family for Kenya, for my wife and his brothers.
Yeah.
So that is how we survive. But now, as we're surviving, only the thing I struggle, which sometimes make trigger to come to Australia. So that times, my identification.
Okay.
So I could, even though I was married to
Kenyan,
Inyanji, my wife, and she was Kenyan. We have children. I was not allowed to get Kenyan citizenship.
Okay.
So I had issue with identity. And that time, I could be able to go back to Rwanda to get the Rwandese passport.
Yeah.
And the police now, they were still harassing us for bribery, to give them something to eat because we were struggling.
Yeah.
So now, when we are struggling like that, is where now we decide to go to Australia. But also, luckily, my wife's brother, he was living in Australia.
Yeah.
So he came to visit in Nairobi. And then he said, okay, we can come to see him. So now, when we get a visa, we decided we stay in Australia. And that is how I end up in Australia. But the times living in Kenya, it was good. It was good, a lot of challenge. So those small challenges we'll be talking.
Yeah.
times because there was too much there. But generally, my connection with Kenya is how it is.
Yeah.
My wife is Kenyan, my children's Kenyan. Yes, so I love Kenya. I learn politics for it every Kenya. So always my life, my story is connected to Kenya. To be where I am is that period of journey to be in Kenya, to have raised family in Kenya, and then to start new life. It's a huge experience.
Wow, wow, wow. So now, how did you settle in Australia? Because now that was also another
Yeah, the
foreign
second,
country. You are new there, you know.
yes, he will live there. So the lucky thing now I realize now to be living Nairobi that period of time, it gave me a bit of also another way. So because the time when you compare my life in Kigali and Nairobi, at least Nairobi also is a city. It's a huge city.
Yeah.
I learn a city. I got driver license. I was driving Nairobi. So if you drive in Nairobi, you can drive anywhere in the world.
Wow.
So that knowledge also you have to know. If you drive in Nairobi city, you can able to drive. Everywhere you go, you'll be driving.
Yeah.
So now, when have that up hand by living in Kenya, but exposure of Kenya also helped me. My language, I didn't speak English.
Okay.
I learned a bit Swahili, so most of the time I was speaking Swahili in Kenya. And also my Swahili, I learned it in Kenya.
Yeah.
So for me to come to Australia, even my English wasn't that good. But because of my wife, with her she was good, her English was good.
Yeah.
But when we came, we were pregnant for our young son. So now that is the life change now, the life shocking now, because everything you have, it's you yourself.
Yeah.
See, in Kenya, we have this, people don't know that is wealth. To have somebody who look after your children 24/7,
Yeah.
that itself, it's worth.
Wow.
People don't know to have a maid, to have somebody cook for you, it's worth. So because we have it in Kenya, in Africa, most countries, we don't know that. We don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
To have somebody who cook for you,
Yeah.
somebody make your bed for you, somebody who come, your clothes is done, everything's done. Wake up, the car is washed. You just go in, the key, and then you go. And the evening you come and they serve you.
Yeah.
That is worth living. But we don't know in Africa. People think they are poor.
Yes. Yes.
And they have servants in their house. And as I say, how? You know, but we didn't know. See, that is my childhood. Since my childhood, I have people doing for me.
Yes.
I never went to kitchen to cook anything. I never done something like that. I didn't know how, you know, food. That is wealth we don't know. When you came to Australia, those things is gone in one night. Yes, one night. No one is going to cook for you. No, and I didn't know anything. And my wife, when we came, she was okay, but she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Now she had to go to the hospital. And I was sitting in the house with the 3 kids. We don't know what to do. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know anything to go, you know. So everything started learning, start calling now. How do I cook rice? How we do things there? So, but we are like we're living a good house also. So people who welcome us, they welcome us in another way. With children, we have a place to stay. But we learn everything to cook. My wife, she's pregnant. She, when she was pregnant with other kids, used to have like one maid who does this, another maid who does, you know, he has like 3 people family around to support her. But when you come to Australia, it's you, 2 people.
Yeah.
everything done by you. That is how these countries has changed the way life living. So we had to think. It's so completely changing. So you have to do everything from yourself. Now I realize it doesn't matter who you are. Everybody does it the same way. Now you found somebody, he's wealthy, but he's not going to have like those maids we have or somebody help for your children like in Kenya. No. And even if he gave them, they have to be professional. They're not coming as your person who's going to work for you. No. You can't have somebody lives in you who's going to help you, who's going to cook you in the morning, come there. That things, it doesn't happen in Australia. So everything I learn from them. My children, I have to take them to school.
By yourself.
Yes, by yourself. And you have to go to pick them from school. There's a time you go to pick from school. And you have to go to work. And you have to do everything by yourself. And that is how here family are connected. Will I learn how to change nappy for my son?
Wow.
That's the thing I could never do it. I don't think many African men back home, they even know that.
Yeah.
You can't even carry your child. You can't do, you have to learn how to wash your child as a man. And that is the things I learned in Australia now. Do by yourself. And to learn how to cook. And to, even though you could have a wife, could do things there, but you have to have learn how. You have to have at least some knowledge how to do it.
Yes.
So sometimes your wife like cooking, they can cook, don't cook, but you come to this country, you have the knowledge to do that. The knowledge to prepare the meal. Maybe not just cooking, maybe you may make sandwich, maybe make something there to be able to do for yourself. So now here, that's where life is different back home. Everything is done within. That is where we change everything now. So, and also for my wife, it was even harder because that translation is so hard to do by herself. Na alikuwa amezoea wafanya kazi wa kumfanyia kazi.
Wow.
Yeah. In Africa, we take advantage of that. We don't say thank you to them. We don't see how privileged it is somebody cook for your meal. You know, it's so good. But at least tumezoea, watoto wamekuwa. Yeah.
So now, at what point did you decide now this is the best time for me to change my name? Or maybe what transpired you to change your name?
Yeah, you see, like now, that is the journey we settled now. When I came also, we were lucky we become, I was attending churches. So I was Presbyterian church. We have a very nice church. And also to Kenya, we came from Kenya through churches, praying to God. I used to go to Sunday, every Sunday, I had to go to church. The church was good, was helping our children. We used to do camp. So it's a form to be able to live in the community, especially when you came to this country like Australia. Or only place you can have enjoy when you found a local church is work better, is work with family. All my children were raised in the family churches. Yes, so I've been attending churches for a long time. So now, and then I work. So now, only the things I did work since I came to Australia is driving. So I've been driving. So, and then I drive trucks. I used to drive long distance trucks. So always in Australia, I raise my income by driving. So which bring me experience. Now, when time change, I decide to driving. I was driving Consular General of Spain. So it's a driving, but it's more prestige. So that is at least the life. So to drive Consul General of Spain.
Yeah.
It was a privilege. They have to office. It was good. You have to go to suit. I can see there. So now I drive Consul General of Spanish,
Yeah.
and then later in Australia, as I told you, where life works. See, most big CEO in Kenya or in Africa or people doing business, they have their own driver.
Yes.
You have driver out there. But in Australia, it's not like that. So now, even if big company has a company, the CEO, when he go to his own private life, he had to use his own car. So he doesn't have a driver who will go to take him from, no. So now, the service we do, we drive executive for the company.
Yeah.
So they have to hire us. So that's how they structure the business. See, everything we do, labor force here, it had to be hired. So it's a company hire you as a driver. So you're not going to be driver for him. No, you drive him from the duties he's going to do it.
Okay.
See, yes, so that is how this society make economy circulate well. See, he's one person, but he's not going to be sitting in his compound driving him, doing that. No. You have to have a contract with him,
Yes.
and then you'll be driving. And that's how I survive. So now, the service now I do is just all the CEOs, I'm driving them between. So because of that Spanish job, that's how I end up of this job I'm doing now. So I've been doing now for 15 years now. So now, the change now came where we go to talk about now is after COVID. So before COVID, it was okay, driving, get your money, it was good. And this job, they're good. I'm planning and my wife to retire in Kenya. So it made us, we purchased some investment in Kenya, have land, in Syokimau, apartment here in Kenya, apartment in Kilimani. For that kind of job, give you a comfortable life. You can travel, like any other person. You enjoy it. You learn now how to go for holiday. So that sometimes when I go back home, I say how this society becomes, how they do these things there. No more job. How can you be a normal driver? You go for holiday. You see, back home to find a driver go holiday, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, sure.
But here, when you see all those white people go holiday, you think, oh, they're special. No, they're just job like us. They work in the factory, they work in the trucks. They see everybody, but they can afford to go to the holiday. They can, so because the system how
is
are
working.
very ahead. Yes, it's working. They're very ahead how we do things there. So maybe Africa we go there because there is no other way. So now, what's changed now in 2020 after COVID? Everything stopped. Even my job stopped.
Okay.
Because no one was traveling. So the airport was shut down.
Yeah.
And that's where I was get my client. So now this country, Australia, it's an amazing country, I'm telling you.
Yes.
And no one go to church to pray to God. Australia don't go to churches. But the system they put there, you never found it anywhere in Africa.
Yeah.
So now, because what, as they call us, we sole trader. Sole trader is my own business. So I don't work company. So now, because of COVID, because of the government has closed the airport, they consider that is not our fault.
Okay.
So the government had to reimburse us. The government had to pay us. So what they did, they say, okay, your job, what is your income? How much we're normally making in a week? And then, see, we're staying home. No one goes out. It's COVID, everything shut down. So now you have to show your income, and then you have to apply. So, and then the government was paying you.
So they were
So
paying
you
you
sit
full.
home.
They were paying you full amount or partially.
Full amount.
Wow.
So you show your weekly you are making, and that time there's no many country which can do that.
Yes.
Australia did that, so we stay home. And I remember you get money, stay home, we have nothing to do,
Yeah.
even have photo. And then I went, and that time you can't do anything. I went, and my wife I buy a crate of beer, and I say, okay, I've been drinking maybe one by one in the whole week, but that day I came, I drink near morning. I saw the crate is finished, and I look in the morning as I say, hey, my God, I can't live like that. See, so I thought this crate is going to be one, at least just one night.
Yeah.
As I said, no. Luckily, I Google it. I Google, as I say, what do you do when you have a lot of time?
Wow.
So the Google give me something. So look after your health, educate yourself, and then try some things you have.
Yeah.
I look all those two things there, and that changed my life completely. So that is the turnout after I get that. And then I look, what can I do for my health? And then I start learning to do exercise. As I say, no, can go for walk. Walk is much easier. Walk, you can do that. So now, during the period of COVID now, there was nothing else you can do. We are staying home full time.
Yeah.
So to go, you can't go out, but they only allowed you to go for exercise.
Okay.
So that period now is where I started walking, doing exercise, walking. And now they say you have to educate yourself.
Yes.
And since I came to Australia, always there's too much opportunity to say, oh, go to school, go thing there. But I have my job, I raise my children, they go to school. I didn't care about anything, a form of education. I don't need it. But COVID said, no. When I look, you have to educate yourself. So what I didn't know what to do. And then I Google, I said, okay, let me do like marketing. Yeah. There were short courses they were providing. So now I start learning for marketing. And now, because I start doing for walking now, I have to do something like listen. And now I was listening this motivation speaker. Okay. And then there's ad came in. It was for social media marketing. So that's why I started doing social media marketing. And that is why I came doing there. I can learn how to use the Facebook ad. So I learned my knowledge, and then I do the course for just something to brain my brain. But it wasn't big, but it helped me. So now I go for morning walk, and then I come to the computer now, start to educate myself. I did 6 months course, and then that's why we create Ndizeye Rubasha Media, me and my son, for social media marketing. Now, where now I've been going for walk, I had also my friend also who were helping me, like a coaching, to be able to put my life in order. Because she's Kenyan, so her name is Wainaina. So she was a personal development coach. And they also had another one for business coach called Mumbi. So they helped me to talk to them through that journey. See, now, when now start walking is where my life now changed. So now the turning point now for my life to be sitting here, it's the COVID.
Wow. So everything happened during COVID.
Yeah, so everything started during COVID. So now during COVID now, because I told you I've been going to church, I was Christian, everything there. So now when I started to go for walk, because also that learning, they say you have to listen, you have to get motivation speaker, you have to be more. Yeah, so now that is my turn now change to be able to sit here. I started listening my teacher, Neville Goddard. Yeah. So Neville Goddard changed me, the way I was thinking, the way I would think about God, the way I was thinking who I am.
Yeah.
And in terms of Christianity, what never go that say our mind, our imagination, it's God. It's where God lives. See, when I listen first, I will say, this person is crazy.
Yeah.
How can say that we are God? But somehow I keep listening. I keep listening him. Every time I go for walk, for my health, I was sick, drinking a bit, but more than now. So I changed my life completely. I look after my health by listening him. But as I say, how can this guy keep saying that?
Yeah.
But it become with me now. Every single day I have to listen to him. I question to him and I read, I keep the thing there. And sometimes I was keep going to go to church, but he told me, you are God. How did you reach here? How your life is there? That's how it. And they'll never go that. He was teaching this in 1900. He's recorded this long time ago. So that's why this technology, it changed people's mind. So that is your life change, not through the discipline. Our life change by renewing our mind, renewing what we are thinking. So now he said about that like for a long time ago about God. Now I in the mood now for self-education now. So because of that COVID, self-education now, it means you have to do something you can't do.
Yeah.
And then I have to think that reading a book. I remember one of my friends I told you, she wrote her book.
Yeah.
They said, the person, how she can write a book? She's a Kenyan. Her name is Wainaina.
Yeah.
And I saw her book. So that the first book I bought when I'm 50 years. Her book called Ignite Fire. And then now in 2024, I changed completely now, where thing has going back now, start going back to drive. Now I say, I have to read the Bible.
Yeah.
So I took the Bible like a book, not Christianity book.
Yeah.
The Bible is a book. It's a huge book. From reading it, and also listen audio. And that's changed my life. That's so when I finish is when I this thing now say I'm God. Because whatever never God that teach me, after reading the Bible, I saw it in me. I saw my journey I did from Rwanda to Australia.
Yeah.
You saw it in the Bible. When we do go through these countries, it's the land of God.
Yes.
I saw myself become Jacob because he learned from his land. He go to his family and he survived. So the Bible, it doesn't tell us that is the history. Those people, they were walking like us. No. The Bible tells us you got to be walking in this land of God, like what is written in the Bible. So Bible is not a physical story.
Yes.
So mine is a physical story. See, that's why I come to realize to tell my physical story, because I can see it now, I can prove it now, I can know I got through them there. But all those characters in the Bible, they never walk the way they're saying it. Yeah. So that's where I change. I know. These the things as African we are missing. We are missing to realize Bible is not historical book.
Yes.
Bible is his psychological book. It's the mind. Bible is telling you this is what you'll be facing. Each person who is living this world, the story is there. It doesn't matter you are Muslim, it doesn't matter you are gay, you are straight, you are lesbian, you are thief, you are thugs, you are anything is there in the Bible. Because the Bible is a book for God, for God of living. People say, oh, somebody carried the book, you think you are carrying anything special. No. God, the creator, doesn't need a book.
Wow.
God, the creator, doesn't need a manual. No. But as God living, we need that manual. We need that book.
Yes.
So you go to read Bible, you see yourself in. And that's where it changed. And that's where it takes time now to be able now to start telling people, I'm God. Now, you are telling African people have been taught something when you are children. It's so hard to change.
Yeah.
Now, the other things now, when it came now about changing my name, see, I was Alois. I think that was my name. Everything was just like that. So now, when the COVID time, so we moved to a new neighborhood.
Yeah.
So when we moved to new neighborhood, so always I like to go in the pub, local pub, to know people, because it's where you know who's there, who live around there.
Yes.
And then I went, and when I went there, and the people see, they didn't know me. So always people have curiosity when they see somebody they don't know.
Yes.
And this guy came, his name was George. Say, oh, what's your name? I say, Alois. And they ask me, what does it mean? Say, I don't know what Alois mean. Say, oh, you don't know what Alois mean? He said, no. I know it's a French name. And ask, are you French? No, I'm not French. I have a name because as from Rwanda, we are colonized by Belgium, and also we get influence from French language, and that's why I have a race. But you see, those questions, I was wondering why he was asking me those questions. I used to think, this guy, what kind of person is asking me this kind of question about my name? Is it racist or something? You always think, but you see, that question never came out from my mind.
Okay.
Say, oh, maybe I should be not having this name. Maybe, but even when it came back, I said, why do I bother anyway? See, now, because now I'm in the mood of re-educate myself, all those things now, keep reading story now. And when I was listening to those motivation speaker, I listened another one called Nightingale. So Nightingale, those also, there's old motivation speaker. Yeah. And then he said, the most important things of a man is his identity. If a man loses his identity, he loses a big. And they said, oh, that is why you go back again, you connect. You can know something, the word like a year, and then you hear something else after 2 years, and then it connect you. And that is how I said, oh no, I should take back my identity. Straight away, I came tell my boys, look, I change, I'm going to change name. Yeah. And that was my decision. Individual decision. To tell other people, I was told I'm not going to tell them. But because I keep learning, I keep educating myself, and I keep improving my English, and as I said, oh, maybe time I will tell you. But luckily is how we're thinking. When I told my boys also, I said, look, I give you these names, but I think we should take. Luckily also they accept to take back their name. So I don't know if that's waking up call or something's connecting to what you are learning. And that's how, when it came now to it now, and then I did official. But because all that journey, it was just connecting to people, because also self-education. See, I'm coming from just normal person, just driving, who doesn't want to do anything, think is enough life, but I translate to somebody different, to understand, to be teaching, to be knowledge. Now, you do small coaching here and there. And because also when you're driving your client and you see the way, the service you give to them. You see, I give them service. I don't work for them. See, so the service you give them for driving point A to point B is not who I am.
Yeah.
So that's why I learn. You become what you think in your mind. So you don't become what service you are giving to people. So now, most as African, always we consider ourselves what the service you are doing, instead what you feel to become. You don't become change, you don't become successful because of discipline or because your upbringing or because of your parents. No, you become what you want to be by thinking your mind. So the mind is the most powerful thing. See, the mind told me to change my name.
Yeah.
And he told me the reason. And he shows me the people who told me that reason as in the story. Now, he was telling me also, try to teach other people also to do the same by story. Now, when I started to try to force people to change their name, no, they said, no. You tell people your story, how you change name.
Yeah.
And each individual, he can take his name. And that's how the generation change. So that's how also the same when you talk last time about ancestors. So now I become ancestors who go to tell African, let's take back our name. Now, I'm sure there's many Kenyans also, many African also who are doing the same thing as me, who are also telling their family, telling their children to change their name. But for me, for my part, I did it, and then I done it for my children. So now I change a bit a generation now.
Wow. So now, at what point did you get inspired to write your book? Definitely, it's called "Who Told You That You Are Not God."
Yeah. So now all those things there, when I was doing now with my personal development, Wainaina, and she bring a form, I say a diary board. So diary board is very good thing she did for me to change my life. Is to written your plan for your goals, for your health, for your financial, for your education, for your community, and then for your belief.
Yeah.
So I have those 5 pillars. And then, so my education also I put somewhere to write a book. But again, I know, I say, I'm not qualified, highly educated, I'm going to write a book. See? But because you have to think in your mind, they somehow is going to come. Because you think in your mind, everything starts in your mind. So you see, you're going to write a book, if you don't know English, you don't even knowledge, but because you sit in your mind, the bridge of incident, how to write it, they're going to come back. Because I wrote it in my diary, it had to be fulfilled. How? You don't know. But now, the way now we found out, because keep listening those motivation speaker now, because keep learning from Neville Goddard. So he was giving me knowledge to write a book, but that times I didn't know. You see, now writing a book, everybody can write a book, because a book is it is in your mind.
Yes.
And what is in your mind is not to anyone's mind, because mind is God. Yeah. Mind is God. Mind is God. Whatever the story I told you, no one in the world can matching my story. None. So billions of people in the world, they don't match story.
Yes.
And we live every single day. We don't match story. I keep telling you what everything I see is learning. I told you I go for walk every single day. I do like 5 kilometers every single day.
Wow.
When I see people walking, because also in Australia people walk, no one walk the same like anyone else.
True.
How does it happen? You see, so those are the things the trigger comes to you, and then you go to matching what you are teaching. Now, because I wrote it in my diary, I got to write a book. I didn't know, but I was learning from never bothered listening. Now, because I saw my experience that I am God, and now I realized who told me I should be God? Who say you can't call yourself God?
Yeah.
Who give that restriction to us Africa? Who did that? And my mind, and he said, is the missionaries. And he told you see, you missionaries distract Africans.
Yes.
Can you tell them? And they say, how am I going to tell them? See, we see when I'm talking to you now, that is on my mind. That's what the question is going to come.
Yeah.
So I can't write a book. So now I started trying to write a book in Kinyarwanda because it was more easy for me.
Yeah.
And then my editor said, we can translate in English.
Wow.
And that is why writing a book, it is a story, because what I've been teaching now, people sometimes they can't listen to me now. They will not have time.
Yes.
But I have to leave that legacy for what I learned. By how? By writing it.
Yeah.
By writing it. So now when you look now what missionary did to us, to Africans, he said, you should read Bible. No other book is going to talk against the Bible.
Yeah.
So the translation I give to you, you African, take it. Otherwise, you go to hell.
Yes.
So he put fear in us.
In us, yeah.
He put strong fear in us. And I was lucky because my wife has a group of Kenyans women. They are Christians.
Yeah.
They are really very strong Christian. And remember, I was like them. So always to launch my book is very hard to convince African that we are God.
Yeah.
Because somebody has told us you can't call yourself God.
Sure.
Is God say? Which God has said? A mind of missionary. And the reason they did that is to fear in the African mind. Yeah. So it was easier to colonize us by putting fear about the God. And the reason he managed to do it, so missionary, when he came to Africa, he had a hand writing.
Yeah.
That was the things he brought to us. So he colonized other places, but when also he found the other places, they have their own writing.
Sure.
Only in Africa is where we didn't have writing. So now, if imagine you don't know how to write, and then somebody come, and then he has a pen, he calls you there. If he said it's from God, you got to believe it.
Yeah, definitely. You have to believe. Yeah.
Yes, you have to believe because you haven't seen it. Your culture, no one has a pen, no one even have to think about it. Yes. So you have to think this thing comes from heaven, something for thing there. So that is where a missionary manipulated our ancestors. So now it was convict them, but imagine you see somebody's writing and you read, and he had to teach you. Yeah. So that is how he trapped us. Now, when he teaches, he bring the leaders in the community, he bring them, and then he continues to teach them his belief. Yeah. So now the student, the smart one, the African one, instead to question, instead to say, oh, but our ancestors were like saying like this. No. So he distracted us, he destroyed us. Yeah. He destroyed all education the knowledge of our ancestors. He did it on purpose. He knew. He studied. He studied because when he came, he was going around with elderlies. When everything they were telling him, he was writing down. He write the whole story with African he found. When you go to look, you found in the libraries the story of Maasai, the story of everything there. All those who write those stories is a white person.
West person.
So he take away everything every time. He destroy us through smart way.
Yeah.
Smart way. All our history is the one who write it.
Yeah.
Because that uphand. So now, when you look education give to us,
Yes.
education we have, it's his education.
Yeah.
He created it. See, every child he had to be educated through their system. So when we say, always I say, education for African, we work for colonizer, we work for the Western. So every person in Kenya, whatever we call professor, always they have to have their knowledge through the book.
The book. Okay.
Yes, which was created by the Westerners. So if we are good, we are smart, they can take away to continue to work for them. But what we miss out with our education, we didn't go back to see, how does it related with our history, our ancestors. So that's why we are keep missing it. We are keep missing, and that's why you can see when you give us education, it's some things where rarely to have. You know how hard to have education in Kenya, how hard to have education in Africa. It is some things God had to give you. It's some things you had to pray to be getting. But here in Western, the children don't go to play to go to school. No, the school they are there for them. Everything there for them. But back home, some kids want to go to study, but because of the condition, they're not even allowed to do that.
Sure.
Sometimes get missionary. Sometimes they had family to help them there. See, people still have that disadvantage to get education, which got to be free. And you find the people who are educated in Kenya, especially in Kenya. Kenya is divided. With educated and with non-educated. Yes. Now, the educated one, they feel they are more superior than non-educated one.
Sure.
So any things you do, no one go to believe me because me, I'm say about something, liberation. I'm saying something, I don't need to have a degree. See, I was trying to do on with Mwendwa, some things on television, like an interview. But they ask you, what qualification you have? They want to have the CV to see if there. Now I started realizing, looking now in the media, like a big television in Kenya, most people they invite, they have to be professor, they have to be thing there. But remember, all they are working with the colonizer mind. The one who want to change, they don't get those much television, they don't have much to say. And that's the things we have to think. Now, that's why I see when you see most successful Kenyans also who are not educated, also you get problem to fit in. See, they have a lot of money, but because they're losing education, they're not to be listened. See, that's the thing there. You go to find there's even many politicians who go to politics because of their money. But if they're not educated, no one is going to listen to them. No one is, even if they have good ideas. So Kenya have that division between education and not educated.
Wow. So now, how have people reacted to your book? The receptions and everything.
So now it's a journey, and also it's more connected with belief. So because the way we believe about God is where we have to start first. When I say African, I'm God, what does he think? He gets scared. You can't compare yourself with God.
Yes.
I didn't say I'm comparing myself with my God. And because emotionally say that, and the question I ask, if I compare myself with God the Creator,
Yeah.
do you think it's going to care?
No.
No. So now, what mean now to be God? To be God, it's just to know your internal body, which is mind.
Yeah.
It's where God lives. That's what I'm saying. Mind create
Yes.
because God creates. See, God created the world. So there's something God the Father has done. You don't need to ask me, oh, where the stone coming from, where the water coming from. Where those nothing to do with that. But to get them, He already created.
Yes.
So now, as we are God of living. And the God we're living, what do? We create. We create through mind.
Okay.
Because God lives in us. God is the creator. Now, somebody create education.
Yes.
Somebody did it. Somebody did who create school. He didn't go to school.
Yeah.
See, he never been in school, but he created school.
Yes.
To children, to generation to come. Because it's where God I'm talking about. We are God to living, we are God to create. If we create education, somebody had to go to learn in that school. And because somebody created it.
Yeah.
Now, mind now is going to give him more other opportunity to extend that education.
Yeah.
Make it bigger. But before he does it, he hadn't experiencing it. So now, the reason I did the education is because I saw where the pattern, the Western techies away from us, and then we follow their pattern. And then we follow what he created it.
Oh.
Now, other community, they created their own through the same mind.
Yes.
But as we decided to follow the God creator for the white man. So that is what he did, a white man, to disconnect us with to believe we mind we create.
Yeah.
He take away from all African, even African he create, he end up going again through the same system. Now, when now we believe in myself, I can do, I can be, I can what I have through the mind, through my God. That is why I'm God. I'm not God who's going to create, but I'm God who have to create what I go through in my life.
Yeah.
I don't need to wait God outside in me because God is in me. He telling me what to do. I'm talking to you now. This talk we're talking is something's happened 30 years ago.
Sure.
Where I'm getting from? Through my mind.
Your mind, yeah.
Where I'm see the journey I was telling you from Goma, where I went, the road, what I go through there, where I'm going to see. There's no time. But I'm here in Australia, but I see what I went through in Goma is the power of mind. It's God living us. We are living God thinking. So now, when we know that, it changes your life better.
Oh.
By knowledge, by believe yourself. We have faith.
Yes.
Which faith you got to have? You have to have faith in yourself. See, which now missionary when it came to tell us, he tell us we have to have faith outside.
Yeah, outsiders.
Yes, we wait somebody outside to have faith in themselves. Now he create now. You remember mind create.
Yeah.
So he created the ritual, say, oh, this is Catholic. this is my church.
Yeah.
One person created it. And then when he created it, he put the rules and the dogma people they go to follow.
Yes.
And then he said, this coming from God. Which God?
Yeah.
His mind.
His mind. Wow.
That is why he create. He's controlling his people. That's why he say, oh, we have 1 billion Christians because they believe what that person is saying anything there. But when you look, it's different. And then another one is Muhammad. So this is my belief. It's belief which is in mind. See, Muhammad and Jesus,
And
they're no
Jesus.
different. It's a mind. It's a mind following up. So now that is where we disconnected from them. So what I'm teaching you, you can't see them in school. No one was going to believe in me because I had to be maybe a degree of something there to learn this. No. So this is the revelation you learn through experience.
Yeah.
Now, when you learn this, as I told you, I learned from Neville Goddard, and he said 1900, and he recorded that things. I saw it 2020.
Yeah.
How does he work? Because that is the power of mind.
Mind. Yes.
When I said Neville Goddard, you think he's a professor. I used to go to see him. I think I know him because always it's in me. See, that legacy also I'm going to leave to young people. Maybe even you to be able to listen to me on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's so powerful. Yeah. So there's some things always good to be seen in me because it's so powerful what you do because you learn a lot of from a different mind. So now in mind now we are God. It's where we had to bring to African youth because a missionary has told us and they put us the fear to understand. Even other things have put fear and always keep saying it. He created, imagine there is a heaven and imagine there is a hell. Now, all those keeping people fear in our children's mind to start fearing where they will go instead to start thinking how they should live every single day.
Yeah.
So now we are wasting time where we go to go, but we don't know that, we don't know that answer. We should even not focus on that.
Yeah.
So we need to focus to know we are God. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to have faith in ourselves. To be God is to connect with the Creator, is to know He lives in me. Is to know I have to look after myself every single day. And there's some things we face in every single life. Like I learn from personal development. So all those things I learned from Wainaina, health, financial, education, community, and then spirituality. Most of them are done it, but I have one haven't found it financial. See, because I could sit here, I'm talking, but so always we have to go think. But financially, I also have support to be like the ones I think, but I still behind. I still struggling. I still to do think my finance the way it should be there. I should be think there. I should have not pay your fine. No thing there. Financially still have issues. You still all the money people. You still all those things. They should spend money where it should be not spending. So all those part of life we're facing every single day. But true to believe you are going to change life, and then it take you a place where you never thought you go to be. I never thought I would go to written a book. So one, the second is already there now. Rubasha revealed African that are good.
Yeah.
So there's more still coming now.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that comes through the power of mind. Now, talking about the power of mind, why did you start your podcast?
So now, because when I was learning, I learned through podcasts.
Yeah.
I learned through listening. So when you look podcast, is technology which come easier to share the news. But podcast started in our ancestors' time.
Yeah.
They used to sit under the trees telling the young generation was going to come.
Yeah.
So now it's more technology, but life, it never change.
Yeah.
The way of living is still the same. What's changing? It's easy now to share. Say Rubasha
Yeah.
podcast family, which is still ongoing. Sometime we meet with family.
Yeah.
We can talk what we feel when we went through. Now, talk to Ndizeye is just now to bring this personal experience.
Yeah.
What I went through with Never Go That. I learned from Never Go That. Reverend Ike. So I learned from them. And all they passed away.
Yeah.
So now what happened? I become like them. Yes. I used to say to try to look my friends, to tell them this, to send them link to learn this because they're educated. Maybe they're going to be easy to do it. But my mind said, no. You can do it. But because keep consistent doing it,
Yeah.
I start doing it. Now I say, okay, you have 30 viewers. And he said, don't worry about viewers.
Yes.
Keep teaching, keep waking up, come to share your thing there. So that's the reason I choose podcast, because that's where I learn from.
Oh. So now, why would people take their time, to reclaim their identity? Because I think that's the main thing. Each and everybody, they know who they are right now, but now they're that side of life they don't know. So how can they claim that side of life they don't know?
Yeah. So now everything comes from revelation. As we know, most Africans,
Yeah.
whatever we go through, he had to come through Westerners.
Yeah.
When they give us
You just continue.
their name, we thought this only way to live. But now, as we change, as we grow, as we communicate with young people, the question is going to come to them. It's who they are. That the first question had to come to you. So no one, we don't know when, but the change come with you, who I am. And that's where the change, and that's where even you got to give the value about your identity. Because if you're struggling for your daily meal, you're struggling your day job, you're struggling your daily activity, it's going to be hard to think about name. You can't think about name even you can't have a food to eat.
True.
You see? It's so hard. You can't.
Yeah,
You don't even care. But now there's people, because the community we go. So the leadership is the people who change us, who feel their mind to change the generation. So the reason we do as self with that thinking is because that waking up call came, who you are. Yeah. So the most young people who are educated, so that the change way is going to come, who I am. And also when you travel, when you question people, those questions also comes in place. You go a place, you find everybody has a different name.
Yeah.
And then you wonder, why do you have the same name, which thing there? And then that trigger comes in there. You remember our elderlies. See, every tribe now back home, they have elderlies in their village. But you see, elderlies also, they forgot that identity. Those where we lost it. Those elderlies, they should the one who should emphasize for young generation to take their name. I wrote them a letters, but no one has replied. Because every Kenya have those tribal people in their community, but no one has replied. Because sometimes they don't think names is important until a waking up comes to you.
Is important.
So that I say people will go to to see it. We got to continue to promote it. We got to continue to market it. So everything had to be marketed to be able to be good there. So that's why the
Yes.
podcast is here. That is why
Sure.
we go to be there. And then it doesn't need to be now. It could become after 30 years. It could become after 40 years. Remember, life stays here. Yes, as time will go
Yes.
to go. But before we go, so this is the purpose now. This is the purpose I'm
Yeah.
leaving to generation. This is why I'm here to talk to you. Reclaim African identity is what I'm going to leave the young
Yeah.
generation to come. Yeah. So African also, they have also to have waking up for themselves. So there was no anywhere we go to get is from us individual. So Africa, I keep thinking there is Jesus or there's a God is going to come. So that's what I'm trying to change. That belief had to
Yeah.
change. The belief had to come to see as we are God. The change had to come from within us. We have to know who we are because it's identity we choose. When are we going to change identity to create our own, to build our own? It had to come from within. I will start telling people, we start arguing
Yeah.
now. We are not arguing, we are bringing the awareness. Africans had to be awareness. They were there before the colonizer came.
Yeah.
I want Africa to re-educate
Yeah.
themselves, not just to listen one thing there. That's the journey I went through. I have to re-educate myself.
Oh.
I was like them. I could be fighting for Christianity
Yeah.
like them. I could not listen to anyone. I was like them. And that is why I'm here to say, look, guys, this is my journey.
Yeah.
I'm not changing to bring, I don't have a church taking you. No, no, no. Even whatever church you go to go, but you go there, believe yourself, believe your life itself, believe the life you got to change. Don't wait, there's a Jesus is going to come.
Yeah.
Don't start thinking where you go to go after you left. No. So I can give you a simple scenario where people always keep looking. African, we think somebody else is
Yeah.
going to come to save us. But the person we believe, which is white, he came to destroy us.
Yeah.
He came to destroy us. He keeps destroying us every single day. African, we trust wrong person. Yes. We trust
Yeah.
Westerners. We think they are going to take us away. Now we trusted evil. Evil, it doesn't mean somebody who do good. No, no. It's somebody who distract you to reach where you should be. Yes.
Yeah.
That is where we went wrong. Even up to now, the leaders, the government, they are trusting wrong people. They want to take away everything they can
Wow.
get. And they have been doing generation to generation. They're taking labors, they're
Yeah.
taking minerals, they're taking everything there because they know, oh, God given these people, but they don't know what to do with it. So let's be take away from it. That is what he
Yeah.
came to do for us. He built his wealth, he built the life of children through what is taking from the land of Africa up to
Yeah.
now. They're building all these Western countries because of the labor force he came to use. He built these cities because of what he take from them. But look, China, he built his own cities without doing that,
Yeah.
without going to be colonized,
Sure.
without looking laborers from other places. They build cities, they build airports. So even up to now, Africa, we shan't learn from
Yeah.
Chinese how they did. They don't go Sunday church, they're
Yes.
waiting God. They don't go on the street in Shanghai, they say, oh, Jesus is going to come to save us. No, we see the reality, but we have this refuse as Africans. to see the reality and to change the reality.
Yes.
Do you know why? Because the colonizer, he doesn't want us to go through that path of China. It's still on our neck to keep milking us, to keep stealing from us, without seeing somebody who changes people's life through changing their mind, through change belief. China 1930s, 50s, 60s, they were poor. They were not superpower. How they become superpower? They change their mind.
Yes.
And you know what colonizer keeps saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you steal our technology. Oh, they steal our technology. See, our colonizer had arrogance. He will never come out from it, even if he can see the reality is passing on him. China is growing in a scale where a colonizer never think about it. So he doesn't want other people to be like that. He doesn't want Africa to be like that. That is why we are struggling. We're not struggling because what people think. We are struggling because the colonizer, he doesn't want to be us. But again, it's our responsibility because we are allowed to follow him. Chinese has refused to follow them. Chinese has refused to follow their belief. The white belief is no, they believe their own. They keep trying to bring anything. Is the one who steal from people, rebels, take minerals, everything there. Not even seeing like that, even buying with low money instead to buy the right price, to make people living in Africa good. He still want to just keep cheap price so he can able to feed his children. He rather to kill other people's children to feed his children, and that's how life is. But we refuse to see the reality as African. This person, he's building wealth with his children without stealing from us. Why we can't follow his path? No, because this one, he said, no, you can't follow that path. Yes,
So
we are
Africans
refusing,
just
but
refuse
not
to learn
voluntarily, because the force behind is keep telling us, oh, you can't trust Chinese. You can't do things. But look, they are building their own way of life. But the colonizer, so when you say colonizer, you say the global market, global corporate. So they're the one who take everything from Africa. So they don't bring anything back to Africa. See, when you look, everything from even from whatever they go to have, say they've been doing for since colonizer, they never bring anything back to Africa. They just take. They just take. There's no way we go. Even if Africa want to be developed sometimes, always there have to be conflict. And there's a way, always we get conflict not from outsider, but we get conflict between ourselves. See, that is only problem we got to have, because the conflict where is in local people is where life becomes issue.
All right, so thank you so much, sir, for taking your time, and to all our viewers who've been watching since the first second and this last second. Thank you so much for creating your time to be here. I appreciate so much. Okay, so if you want his book, we just mentioned, it's called "Who Told You That You Are Not God." You can check it on Amazon, and also you can contact him on maybe on, you can check his website, that is www.ndizeye.rubashamedia.com, www.ndizeye.rubashamedia.com. So you can check the book there, you can purchase it online, and of course if you want physical version, you can also check it. You get the contacts and it will be delivered to you. So thanks so much once again for watching Mzwaki About TV. Naitwa CP Wandiga, and see you next time.